Well, here I am back once again. I've got Shon with Long Spur Tracking from the great state of West Virginia on
Thank you.
with today. Tell everybody, hey, Shon.
Hey, everyone. I'm proud to be here.
So we are not live, but we are recording live. What that means is we're laying down the track and recording it, and it'll be published later, unedited, and then there will be some edits later. But it will originally be published as a live feed. So there may be some other people popping in tonight, Shon.
Okay.
I gave the link to a few people, so we may have a couple people drop in,
Okay.
and we may not. So we'll get started there. So do me a favor, just tell me what you do.
Sure. We started a little business here in West Virginia called Long Spur Tracking and Outfitting. The name's a little bit of a misnomer because we're required to have an outfitting license in West Virginia to be able to track wounded deer, bear, elk, horse, and do it for the public at charge. We have to have that license. But we started our business in 2020, and now we have we're approaching 60 trackers and drone pilots in about 20 states that work for us.
In 20 states.
Yes, sir.
So what states are you in? I'm gonna tell you, I had an electronics business, and I was in 4 states, and that was enough to drive me crazy. So I can't imagine.
Yes. Well, I'll try to name off some of them. I might be able to. I'll look at my cheat sheet here, and of course, we'll start in West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Virginia. I do have a couple drone pilots in North Carolina. We're in. I'm looking at my map here. Ohio. Did I say Pennsylvania?
You did.
Wisconsin. We are also in Arkansas, Missouri, on down into Mississippi, Alabama, and Texas, Louisiana, and Tennessee.
Wow.
And, yeah. So that's where we are right now.
Just trying to keep up with that many states would drive me crazy, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we have our own app that keeps track of everyone. So as they go out and do track or their flights, I can see what's going on like in real time. So it's pretty neat. And it's how, I mean, we didn't have that the first couple of years. And as we started expanded multi-state, we had to do something. So
is that a app that works on Android and iPhone, or?
Yes, it is. And currently, I mean, it's available to the public. Currently, we have it set up as a progressive web app. That means it's not in the store in Google Play or the Apple Store, App Store yet, because we're making changes to it constantly. And every time you make a change, Apple has to approve it and Google has to approve it. And currently, we don't want to go through that process until we get to a point we're comfortable. So, people can look for it at www.longspur.app, and operates, even though it's a website, it operates just as an app. You can save it on your home screen. And if you're a tracker or drone pilot, you can sign up to work our referrals on there. If you're a hunter, you can sign up to get help with tracking. And we're getting ready to launch some more features that you can get help with, such as herd counts, maybe drone spraying. If you have an area that you need herbicide sprayed by a drone and you don't know who to call, you can actually go through our app and get help. So, and pet recoveries. It'll also do help out people find a drone pilot to do pet recoveries.
That's pretty neat, man. The technology's a thing of mine. I love technology. I was in love with solar when I was about 5. So I've got some solar panels that I play with, and drones are fascinating. I've got 2 small drones, if it's windy, I can't fly mine because they're too small. Mine are
Right.
toys. They're expensive toys, but they're toys. They're nothing like you're looking for deer. Although I
Yeah.
have looked for deer with mine before. I had
Mhm.
one in a cutover I couldn't find, and I had it in the truck, so I set it up on top of the dog box and launched it and flew it over and found the deer and
Yeah.
went out and recovered the deer. So
They're a good tool. They're a good tool, but I mean, deep at heart, I'm a dog guy, so I
right.
like the dog.
Well, that's what I was going to tell you. You have to be an outfitter to do recovery in West Virginia.
To be able to charge, you can do it for free as a non-commercial service, but once you start charging, you have to have an outfitter's license and carry the uh, insurance and bonding that goes with that.
I have to be a licensed guide.
Okay.
That's what I have to be to do recovery. I have to be a guide.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's
So
so.
right.
But I'm a dog.
Right.
I'm not recovering with my drone. Like I said, my drone's a toy. We used one of our drones to film my daughter's wedding on the beach,
Mhm.
and nearly crashed it. So it couldn't deal with the beach wind. So
Right.
I have some toys, basically.
Well, it's kind of neat. The technology is neat. The DJI 30 Ti Fly, I've had it in 60-mile-per-hour winds, and you just barely see a little rocking on the video.
Mine would be in the top of a pine tree if it was in 60 wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
No about it.
Yes, sir.
So you've been keeping up with current events?
I try to. I've been watching a lot that goes on. I mean, we're heavily involved here with our legislature and our rule makers, and I try to watch our surrounding states and see what's going on.
One of your politicians there, one in your state legislature, that
Mhm.
wants to do the podcast, but we haven't been able to get it linked up yet. But I'm not going to call his name, but he wants to come on and chit chat. So
There you go.
he's he's libertarian,
Okay.
and we have a lot of the same views.
Mhm.
I'm really, I don't put a label on what I am, but I'm of the mindset. I'll leave you alone and let you do your thing, and you leave me alone, let me do my thing,
There we
and
go.
we'll all get along great, you know.
That's right.
So today is April Fool's Day,
Yes.
and I've got an advertisement out there that says that the podcast tonight is going to be a whole new format. Whole new format, man. We're doing cooking with Todd. We're doing
Okay.
Todd tofu, and then we're going to grill some carrot steak.
My.
And if y'all believe that, I got something else coming for you, because look right here. I got some Bojangles right here, and I believe that's fried chicken. And last time I looked, but it was fun to put it out there at least, you know.
Right. Right. Did anybody believe you?
They believed more that I had been reactivated. I put a post up that I had been reactivated, called back to service.
Right.
A lot of people say I'm full of it when I say it, but I was a military intelligence agent in real life. As a matter of fact, let me show you something real quick. If I don't know how to turn it off. Anyway, I could turn my Bigfoot background off, and directly behind me is my military intelligence commission. It's hanging on the
Okay.
wall behind me. So I really was. People that know me know that I'm not making that up. So I put out today that I had been recalled to active duty and assigned to the it was a pretty official looking document from the Department of Defense.
There you go.
My sister called me and said, "What are you going to do?" I said, "About what?" And she said, "About being recalled to duty." I said, "I wasn't recalled to duty. That's a joke." Anyway, they thought it was real. So I mean, I pulled that
Well,
one off, I guess.
well, You know, those April Fool's jokes. You never know. I was setting up for this podcast and I couldn't get my mouse to work.
That
And
happens.
I worked for 10 minutes trying to get my mouse to work, and I flip it over, and my daughter had put Scotch tape very heavily over the sensor light as an April Fool's joke.
That's an April Fool's joke. There you go.
That's right. She got me. She got me.
So if you tuned in to watch Todd toasting tofu and grilled carrot steaks, you're in for a rude awakening. I might eat some fried chicken while we're talking, but my headphones are falling off. So about the current events, did you see the story about the guy in Virginia?
Yes, I just read about that about 3 or 4 days ago, and where it came down with the guilty verdict, and what did he get? 24 months.
He got 60.
60.
And it's suspended on 24 months active and the rest of it probation.
Okay.
I've been following that case since it happened. The week that it happened, there were actually 3 different shooting events.
Wow.
Not 1, but 3. They were back to back to back. And he was originally tried on felony charges.
Mm-hmm.
The trial ended in a hung jury.
Wow.
So they brought him back up on misdemeanor charges. And I really don't know if he was involved in the other 2 shootings or not. I don't know, so I won't say that he was. I won't say that he was not. But I do know that this one, he was convicted of, and they threw the book at him.
That's good.
I have people in the comments all the time jump on the page and they're like, "Oh, you encourage trespassing," and you. No, I don't. I'm a landowner myself. I'm hunting 10,000 acres.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got an agreement with the hunting club next to me that has 15,000 acres. We got 25 total. And I have trouble. The biggest trouble I've got is turkey hunters.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend is youth season for turkey. We're gonna have trespassers, and then turkey season kicks off. We're gonna have trespassers. We're going to have trespassers.
Yeah.
And if I catch them, I normally just go up and say, "Okay, the visitor's fee's $200. Would that be cash, or I take Cash App, Venmo, cash, or how you want to pay it? That's what the visitor's fee is. If you book it in advance, it's $100, but if we have to book it for you, it's $200. So that's the visitor's fee, and that's the way I deal with it. I turn a bad into a good, you know.
Right.
I actually caught a guy one time sitting in my deer stand.
Oh my.
It was bow season, and I was walking out to go hunt, and when I got to my stand, I looked up and there was a guy sitting in it.
Wow.
So I stood there and looked at him for a minute, and he said, "I'm trying to hunt. You need to get out of here." I said, "Well, you need to come down because we need to have a conversation." And he told me he had that land leased, and I was like, "From who?"
Yeah.
From who? So he came down. We had a little chat, and turns out he was lost.
Wow.
He was 2 miles from where he was supposed to be. You know, I didn't show up and cuss him out and raise hell with him. I was like, just, come down. We need to have a chit chat.
Yeah.
And when we got down and started talking, I said, "Tell me where you think you are."
Yeah.
And he looked at me like I was crazy. I said, "Seriously, tell me where you think you are." He's like, "Well, I'm in Jones County, and I'm on such and such's land." I said, "Not quite. You're about 2 miles off. You're in Onslow County, and you're on our land. But where you're trying to be and the land you've leased is 2 miles down the road that way, and the dirt road looks almost like the dirt road you drove in here on. I understand the mix-up.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do? You've set up here. You're good. What do you want to do? You want to hunt here with me today, and I go hunt with you tomorrow? How you want to do this?" And he's actually a friend now.
There you go.
So there's so many ways to deal with things other than starting out screaming and yelling at your neighbor.
Right.
I told you we got 10,000 acres that the hunting club is.
Mm-hmm.
We let anybody that has land that surrounds the club that wants to hunt with us, they give us permission to go on their property, and we'll give them permission to go on ours.
Right.
So if you got 10 acres and you border our hunting club, we'll give you access to 10,000 acres.
Well, that's nice.
Just with your signature. You know, we're going to lease your land, and our payment for leasing your land is we're going to give you access to all of ours.
That's nice.
That's how we get along with our neighbors. There
Yeah.
are ways to get along with your neighbor.
And we do something similar here. I mean, my lease isn't 10,000 acres. It's only 1,000, but it seems like it's 10,000 when you're in the mountains.
Right.
And, you know, we do a lot of bear chasing, and now the coyote chasing's coming in pretty big. And we just make a deal with all our surrounding lease holders. You know, you want to run across us, that's fine. And as long as we can run across you, you know, type deal. And it works out. I mean, very seldom do you get anybody that it won't work out with if you're being kind with them and explain to them what you want to do. So,
well, we have one neighbor right now that's being a little difficult to get along with. I think he has 20 acres. He came to one of my cousins and fussed him out and said we were running the deer across his property to run the deer off of it. So he went to the right one, because my cousin he was fussing at, his wife's a lawyer. So I mean, he was talking to the right one. But yeah, we play dumb rednecks on TV, but we're really not.
Right.
Just agent, lawyer, big farmer, probably one of the biggest farmers in Onslow County is my first cousin. But but we had education time with him. You know, we're like, hey, you got this 20 acres, and it's a nice piece of property. Don't get me wrong. We actually tried to buy it, but they wanted way too much money for it, so we let them sell it to you. But but we own the property behind you and on both sides of you. Not leased, owned.
Right.
So just to give you an idea of where you're at, you know, we're your neighbor on three sides. And we want to get along with you. So he's starting to come around a little bit.
Well, that's good.
So
what do you think goes through somebody's mind that wants to shoot a hunting dog, or, you know, a tracking dog, or any working dog that's out there? I mean, what do you think goes through?
That's where I was going with that story about the neighbor. He came out that day fussing at my cousin, telling him he was going to shoot the dogs and all this other stuff. And he said, well, I can't stop you from doing it, but I can break you from the habit.
Right.
You know, I can't stop you from it, but I can break you from the habit. And the guy's like, what does that mean? You threatening me? He said, well, you just threatened me. And I'm just going to go and let you know I don't have to pay a lawyer. She sleeps in my bed at night. I don't have to pay a lawyer. So, you know, I can break you of the habit.
Oh, yeah.
I can have you sign your deed over to me. So just let's keep that in mind. But what goes through their mind, I don't know. It has to take a really demented person to take a weapon. I mean, you think about it. They have to take the weapon, put the domestic animal in the sights of their weapon, line up on it, and pull the trigger. That guy up in Virginia, from what I understand, he fired off multiple rounds, like 14 or 15 rounds.
Wow.
So that to me is pray and spray.
You're right.
Remember I told you I used to be James Bond?
Yeah.
If I shoot 15 rounds, I better have multiple targets that are hit, you know, not three. You know what I mean? So matter of fact, I got a good video on my TicBite NC page of me doing just that. Yeah.
Okay.
Got about 250,000 views, and I videoed it by accident.
Wow.
I was standing on the dog box on the back of my truck. We had run a deer through 4 blocks already. And I went and got a road ahead and stopped and set up, got up on my dog box, and the deer come out in front of me in the road running. And before he got, and when I say road, it's a logging path. It's a dirt path.
Right.
And before he got to the other side of the logging path, I had folded him up in the ditch. And I fired 2 rounds and I hit him twice. So I can hit a moving target.
Right.
And I'm not the best shot in the hunting club. My cousin Cecil put me to shame. He ain't never been in the military. Never. But he'll put me to shame. But yeah, I filmed it by mistake. My dash cam was running in my truck.
Okay.
So I've got the radio traffic and everything from where the and the person on the radio saying he's putting the dogs on the deer and this, that, and the other is
Yeah.
a 14-year-old.
Wow.
So you listen to it and you think you're listening to a grown man talking. It's a 14-year-old kid talking on the radio. Well, that was a good day. I mean, it was a really good day. I recommend you check that video out. I can probably pull it up and show it. Maybe, possibly. Might not be that technical yet. I've been writing stories for 20 years, 30 years.
Right.
Video format is a brand new thing to me.
Oh, this whole podcast meshing video and pictures into it, that's something I'm still learning. So
most definitely. Well, I've got my page pulled up, but I hadn't figured out how to get to my reels yet. Here we go. And I told a story. This one does not have 100,000 views. This one only has 68,000. I had it mixed up with another one. So let me see if I can share this video. There we go. Can you see it?
yeah.
Can you hear the sound?
Yep. Gotcha.
You're going to want to look way down here.
Put my glasses on.
I just put the deer in the dirt. We'll play it again. Way down here at the end.
Yep.
See it?
Yes, sir. He trying to sneak across there.
Yeah, well, he did a little sneaking, but he didn't sneak. He zigged when he should have zagged. Unfortunately for him, he wound up in a pot of spaghetti.
There you go.
So my camera did not come back. And I don't know why.
Yeah, you're.
There we go. I had to turn it off and turn it back on. That's the universal thing to fix a computer, right?
That's right. That's right.
So I told you a couple of things we're going to talk about tonight, and we talked about the guy shooting dogs. That's just sad. And look, he's an engineer in Northern Virginia. He had a good job. Now he's got to do 2 years in jail. I want to ask people like that: was it worth it?
Right. Right.
Was it? A guy in Tennessee last September shot a guy's coon dog. He had the game lands posted.
Oh wow.
Now, don't you think about that? He had the game lands posted.
That's pretty brave.
They the people that live there in that area, there's a dirt road that goes in there that leads to the game lands. They had the road posted as a private road, and they had the game lands posted as private property.
Wow.
So they were coon hunting, and the guy left his house, went outside, went to the side of a public road, the dirt road, the public road, and shot and killed the dog in the road. In February, he was convicted of 2 felonies. So, and he had a great job. He came from D.C. down here, and he's in the part of Tennessee he's in. I'm guessing he worked at the nuclear facility there. I don't know that to be a fact, but just based on what I know and where he came from, that would be his employer. I'm pretty sure they don't want him after that felony conviction, after those 2 felonies. What a way to ruin your life, man.
It's, I have been paying attention, and I'm seeing more and more of this happening. People shooting at or shooting hunting dogs. I haven't seen it happening in West Virginia yet. I don't know if the mountain culture is still so strong here that people realize if I shoot somebody's hunting dog, I'm probably not gonna make it. It's probably gonna be a revenge shooting. But I know it's coming. We have so many. You just touched on, that happened in Tennessee. You had a gentleman that had moved down from DC, and we're seeing that in West Virginia. We're becoming the outskirts of Washington, D.C., of Baltimore. You know, people are moving here ever since COVID and working remote from their homes. They're buying these little 10 and 20 acre, you know, mountain pieces and
28.
Yeah, ranch. Yeah. And, you know, the bear dogs cut across them. And next thing you know, there's a huge Facebook war about whose bear dogs are these. And, yeah, you know, and you see them throwing their threats around. But so far, it's all been threats. There hasn't, you know, been any shooting yet that I know of in our area. But I'm sure it'll happen in the next 5 years.
Well, they get online and they build each other up, and we even, a few years back, there was a group that was trying to ban hunting with dogs, and they had a Facebook group, and I think we had more members in their Facebook group than they did. And it was screenshot after screenshot after screenshot. Every night they would get in their Facebook group and discuss how to do it. Oh, I got to get some chickens, and then I can say I'm defending my chicken. You know, was it worth it? But anyway, I said all that to say this: I don't want my dogs running over somebody else's property.
Right.
You know, you said your lease is 1,000 acres. Not bragging, we own more than that, and then we lease the rest of it. But I mean, we own a good portion of land that's ours. I don't want my dogs somewhere where I can't hunt, and I don't want them interfering with somebody else.
Exactly.
And the other guy, you know, the other guy I'm talking about, if my dogs did interfere with him, if he talked to me, I'd probably just let him come join us. You know, I got no problem with that. I'd rather take somebody else hunting and let them get the deer and let me watch. Remember, I told you I'm a guide anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We sponsored hunts this year. I think we had 7 or 8 sponsored hunts that we did on game lands. Where we just put out an invitation, come hunt with us. And I used to run those hunts myself. My camera went out again. I used to run those hunts myself, but I had to step back a little bit. 2023, I was in a really bad wreck and actually died for about 15 minutes. And something like that'll slow you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting better. I'm almost 3 years out and I'm not dead. So I'm getting better.
Well, good.
But I'm not well yet either. So some of these early mornings when it's are tough on me. And I think somebody else just tried to join. Let's see. Bad Boss. I admitted you. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Oh, we lost you. Lost your video. Break your camera. Introduce yourself, man.
There we go.
We got Bad Boars Guide Service, and we got Long Spur Outfitters Recovery Service. We lost your camera again, man. Are you so ugly you broke your camera or what?
Let me figure that. This is my first one ever in the whole time. Now, hold on. And the guy that got my son that got me hooked on this thing, he left. He can be right back.
There's a button, and he's gone.
Think you lost him completely.
I think he clicked the wrong button. Anyway, he'll come back. Maybe his son will come back and get him back on.
There you go.
I told you I'd invited a couple people. So I said we need to talk turkey.
Okay.
So you turkey hunt?
Oh, there's a reason our business name's called Long Spur.
I thought so.
Yeah,
It might be the case. So
we
tell me
started,
about it.
we started out as a turkey call company about 15 years ago. And I've turkey hunted. I'm 54 years old now. I've turkey hunted since I was 11 years old. Yes, sir.
So
I can't.
Bad Boars showed up too. We talking about turkey hunting?
Gotcha.
I was
You
just
killing
asking-
any down in Georgia?
Yeah. We had a group in this past weekend. They seen a couple, but they wasn't gobbling. They was quiet.
Mhm.
We actually just seen them in food plots, but our birds were saying a whole lot now, and we're seeing a whole lot.
Right.
Well,
You're-
youth season here starts Saturday.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, our youth season comes in the 18th and of April. So we're watching all you boys down south turkey hunt. We're a little jealous up here.
Your turn will be here soon enough.
Yes, sir.
We stay so busy with the hogs. I mean, it's crazy.
Really? So Shon here was getting ready to tell me about his recovery. He does recovery with drones. I'm gonna let him tell me about that a little bit, and then you can tell me about your hog.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, we here in West Virginia, we just got drones legalized for recovery this last season. And I mean, we learned a lot with them. They're a great tool. You know, we just have so much leaf cover and mountainous terrain that it was about the first week to the second week in November before they became effective. I mean, before that, it was dog time. We were running our dogs like crazy. Chrissy, my significant other, and I, we run about 80 to 90 tracks a fall for people. And we probably did 20 drone flights, probably another 15 or so where we used a drone and the dog in combination. And I mean, it's good technology, but like I said, I prefer my dog.
Right.
She's never lied to me.
I don't know. Mine will lie. My camera keeps freezing tonight. Mine will lie. I got some of the best possum dogs out there. I think mine will tree a possum in a heartbeat. Yeah, they kind of like possums. And funniest thing I've ever had was my rabbit dogs got off one day and started running and stopped. And they were barking every breath, but they had dead stop. They treat a bear. And it was bear season, so we killed it.
There you go.
But they treat a bear. So so tell us about the hog, man. I see one in the background right there.
Yeah.
As a hog got, I killed that on my 40th birthday.
Happy
There you
birthday.
go. There you go.
So what's it like hunting Georgia?
Say that again.
I said, what's it like hunting Georgia?
Man, it's nothing but thick rattlesnakes, water moccasins, gators, all the fun stuff.
Like North Carolina. We ain't got as many gators here, though. We got some gators, don't get me wrong, but we don't have as many as y'all got further south.
Yeah, we got them now. We seen 7 yesterday.
Wow.
We had one laying across the road in Surf City, which is down near the beach.
Yep.
Had one laying on the road. I guess just trying to get warm, and it looked like somebody's horse had died and was laying in the road. That thing was huge.
Good Lord. Yeah. On average, hours, 5 to 8.
Yeah.
This one was about a 12-footer.
Yeah.
And the Surf City police were out there looking at it, and I was like, go up there and grab him around the neck and drag him off the road. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And they were like, show me.
Yeah, show me.
Show me.
Yes, sir.
So are you hunting boars with dogs down there?
Yes, sir. Bad Boars started off. We was just a bunch of hog hunters. Man, we love hog hunting. We love dogs. Love bear hunting. And we turned that passion into something that we love. and to help offset all the costs that's involved with it.
Right.
We're losing your audio a little bit. Get closer to your phone.
Can you hear me now?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, like I say, we're just a bunch of old guys that, you know, we love hog hunting, and we done caught so many, killed so many. It's all about the person now. We get more thrill out of seeing that get his first hog than we ever would care about getting another hog. And you know, it that all of our expenses associated with.
Yeah, just telling them the same thing, that I'd rather somebody else shoot the deer or the bear than me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's something that I found. Go ahead.
That's on the turkey side, you know, anymore. I love just calling them in. I'll sit behind the camera and call, and I don't care who shoots. I like seeing these kids. Last year I was breaking all the kids in, and they were missing them all. You can watch our YouTube and watch miss after miss after miss with the kids, but all you can do is just laugh about it and get them back out there again this year.
Right.
So, yeah.
So I killed my first turkey in a foreign country.
Okay.
I sure did. I was out working for Uncle Sam, and we got tired of eating MREs, and there was a bunch of wild turkeys around. And Lieutenant told me, he said, "Why don't you go climb a tree and get us a turkey?" I said, "All right." So I went and climbed up a tree with an M16 and sat there, and the turkey got the turkey in, and I shot him. And we cooked that turkey over an open fire on a spit that we made.
Heck yeah.
And that was good turkey.
Yeah.
That was good turkey.
Are you allowed to divulge which country you were in?
Well, we're just going to say it was a Spanish-speaking country.
I gotcha.
It was a Spanish-speaking country. My son took hunter safety. Game warden taught hunter safety. My son was about 14, 15 years old when he took it. And we were talking about turkey hunting. And I told the game warden, I said, "I killed my first turkey with a rifle." And he looked at me kind of funny. I said, "I did." I said, "I'll confess to it right now." I said, "But there ain't nothing you can do about it." He said, "Why?" He said, "Was it in another state?" I said, "It was another country." It was in another country. So I got there by a helicopter and airplane. So so that was my first ever turkey. But and I've killed a couple of wild hogs. I've killed a whole bunch of bear and deer though. And rabbit.
Yeah, we enjoy getting after wild hogs whenever we get a chance to do it. I don't have any this far north, which everybody says I'm blessed, which probably so. West Virginia tries to keep them killed out. We do have an area where the state released European, purebred European Russian boars, and they keep those well manicured and pure as they can, try to keep the ferals out of there. So I know down in Georgia, you all are fighting the feral hogs like crazy.
Yes, it's a constant battle, constant war.
So they just legalized where you're going to be able to use thermal drones to locate hogs, and which probably was well needed.
To keep these things under control, you got every aspect of it. You got to shoot them. You got to use dogs. And now the drones that's come around, you know, we need them things too. Because Georgia, man, it's so thick. I mean, the briars, these clear cuts that we got to it takes a crazy person to crawl through these things in the middle of the summertime.
Yeah.
Dogs. I mean, the average person, they just, they walk up to the wall of briars and they just, "No, sir, this ain't for me." They just wait right there on us.
Eastern North Carolina's got those man-eating briars too.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. I figured out what's causing your microphone to cut out.
What is it?
I've got my headphones turned up enough that this microphone that's in my ear is picking up when you talk. I muted my microphone and everything went fine. I figured that technical thing out.
There we go.
So one thing I wanted to talk about tonight was the farm bill.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And the wording that, of all people, my congressman, Don Davis, was one of the ones that put the wording in there.
Mhm.
Trying to, and it's basically a Trojan horse against all hound hunting.
Yes.
Yep.
You guys read or seen the video I read the articles. Sportsman's Alliance put one out. I put one out. I got a little video about it. It's bad news, man. I mean, bad.
Yeah. We've been sharing it and trying to get our followers to make contacts. Yeah, that's pretty bad news. I mean, and I try to explain that, to all these local boys, if you, right now's the time to get, play some politics. You can't ignore this one. This is
Nope.
one you can't ignore.
No, it's
Not be interested in politics, but politics can be interested in you. Go ahead,
That's
there.
right.
I'll cut you off.
this one right here. I mean, each one of us, if we dog hunt, it don't matter if you squirrel hunt, bird hunt, coon hunt, it's going to affect every one of us.
That's right. That's right.
So we got to stick together on this one. And take the time, call in, mail in. I mean, flood them. Let's just flood them. Try to get as many people involved in it.
They trying to hide that as a outlawing greyhound racing.
Yep.
And I don't know of any greyhound tracks left in the country other than the one in West Virginia.
The only tracks left are in West Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was, of course, the history of that, it subsidized some pretty wealthy political families because our state paid for the care of those greyhounds. And, but yeah, like you said, the way they have that worded, it's very, very dangerous. I mean, I just think of some of the training we do here with the terriers that we track with. I mean, at a young age, we're trying to bring prey drive out of them. We're introducing them to raccoons, live ones in roll cages, and that would be illegal technically under that bill. Yeah.
Well, the language in that bill is some of the same language that was used in Europe. And they've all banned hunting with dogs in Europe.
Yeah.
And it got started just like this, with somebody slipping a little thing into a bill somewhere. And then it blocked and grew. So I think we caught it ahead of time. The Sportsman's Alliance put out an article yesterday, I think, about who they believe is behind the bill. And I haven't shared it. I haven't been able to corroborate it. And I'm real big on, if I put something out, you can take it to the bank. So I haven't shared it out yet, but I am doing a little bit of research on it. But they were pretty confident. One of their vice presidents wrote the article, so I'm guessing they were pretty on. So they named a person that they say is behind it. So I want to look at that. I'm gonna let you guys talk for a minute, and I'm gonna kick back and listen.
I guess he left us to our own devices here, huh? Yeah. So your all's turkeys down south there, just kind of in that henned up mode, not doing much, or
I think they hand up yet. They just quiet.
just quiet.
Quiet is all I can say right now. The numbers are down. We're not seeing the turkeys that we used to see.
Right.
I mean, this time of year, you could go by any given field pasture, and you would see 5 to 6, strutting and carrying on, but you don't see it no more.
Right. Now, how far south are you in Georgia? What's your location?
We're about central Georgia. We're around the Macon area.
You're around Macon. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I know you were talking about running the boar dogs. How do you keep your dogs out?
I think I lost you.
How do you keep your dogs, you know, avoiding snakes and gators in that country?
The good Lord. That's all I can tell you.
Good Lord.
Lord
Yeah.
watches out. I'm 55, be 56 this year, and we've only had just a handful of dogs over all them years get snake bit.
Right.
We've actually had more dogs get got by the gators and killed by the gators than we have snake bites.
Wow.
Yeah. The gators are a nuisance.
Yeah. Yeah. I always wondered about that. I run Yog Terriers, and they just don't back off nothing. I'd worry me down in that country. They'd see a gator and they'd think they could kill it.
You know, any dog that's got a high prey drive, we've baited up gators on the side of the riverbank, on the side of beaver ponds and stuff. And heck, we think it's a hog, and turn the bulldog loose, you know, it's going there, it's a doggone gator. Dogs off of him and let him go and go on about our business. But yeah, it happens now.
So tell me about a hog hunt. I bear hunt, I deer hunt, but I've only gone hog hunting once, and we ran the hogs with the deer dogs. So tell me about a hog hunt.
Well, basically, we just we usually invited to a piece of property that's got the hogs just either on a deer club or a private farm. The hogs are just usually destroying the feeders, cropland. Somebody will call us and we'll go show up that morning. We usually get there before daylight and get everything ready. Dogs collared up. Start driving around looking for fresh sign. Once we find fresh sign, we'll get a couple of the track dogs out on a leash and see if they can smell it. And if they act like they can smell it, we'll turn them loose. And we usually turn 2 dogs loose at a time, let them go down in there and get the track started, try to cut them off or get closer to them, and then turn a couple more dogs to them and speed up the track. And then, you know, we get it bait up, take the bulldog in there and get him caught. Just the basic old South Georgia hog hunting.
Are the hogs in Georgia considered game animals or domestic?
No season, no limit. You don't even have to buy a license no more.
That's awesome.
Same thing here in North Carolina. I don't know about the license.
Yeah.
But I know that there's no season or limit on them. They're considered escaped domestic hogs. They're not considered a game animal.
Well, you know, with that new bill with the drones, there's now wording in there. You don't have to have a license to hunt them. Just make it, you know, that much easier for people to go after them. But
it's what Shon does here. He flies drones too. So,
hey, I may have to come down to Georgia and put you together a really good YouTube.
Come on. We got some nice cornfields, and man, we can fly them drones because them hogs get in them cornfields,
right?
Flatten it down, and they got everything they need inside that cornfield. They got cover, food, water, and man, if you could get that drone and fly over that field, well, we could go straight to them because it's so doggone hot. Your dogs get wore out just, I mean, crazy. So if you could do that, or if anybody had a drone, man, fly them over them fields.
Yeah.
You know, cut down the hunt time and go straight to the hogs and start, you know, catching hogs, man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Just drop right on them.
Yeah.
Instead of spending all that time trying to hunt them down when it's 90 degrees or plus and high humidity. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you need to come on down.
That I might have to take you up on that.
Yeah, that'd be.
I was getting ready to say, everybody I talk to on here, I always tell them, if you can get here, let's go hunting together.
That's it.
So,
Get here, you got to play. You just get here.
There you go. There you go. That
We
would
got
make it
we got a guy-
interesting segment.
Say that again.
a hunting club named Pigfoot. We call him Pigfoot, and
Big-
he is a cook.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. My son just walked in. He's joining us. He's sitting beside me. How y'all doing?
Hello.
What's going on, man?
He's my that's my right hand man right here.
Is that your technical manager?
That's my technical manager.
Well, I'm
Is that-
I'm gonna have to put a bow on this in about 5 or 6 minutes here, guys. So I'll start with Long Spur and let you, give us your outro, and then we'll go to Bad Boars, and then I'll say good night to everybody.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you having us on, Todd. That's great. Nice talk. But yeah, Long Spur Tracking and Outfitting on Facebook. You'll see us every once in a while on Todd's pages, commenting and hanging out. We really appreciate it. And if you look us up on YouTube at Long Spur Tracking, we do a little bit of everything on there. And we live a country lifestyle, and we run dogs and train dogs and turkey hunt and deer hunt and look for mushrooms and do a bunch of gathering and stuff and have some fun doing it. We fly some drones too. There's videos on there with that. So, but yes, sir, I appreciate it. I really appreciate you having me on.
And I appreciate you coming on. Anytime we can talk about hunting with hounds and doing it in a good way, that's what it's about. And it's about teaching the young folks. You're sitting there with your son next to you.
Yeah.
Standing.
Yep.
Thanks for being on, Shon.
I
All right,
appreciate
Bad,
it.
take it away, Bad Boy.
All right, buddy. Well, this is my first ever podcast, and I thank you for the invite. And I got a lot of learning to do, but we're Bad Boars. We fresh out the swamp. This is something new to us. All we are is just South Georgia hog hunters. Look us up on Facebook. We got all kind of trail camera pics, hunting pics. We just love them dogs. We love the family tradition of dog hunting. I'm a third generation dog hunter. This is my son. His kids are doing it.
There you
Keep tradition down. It's so important that we get together right now and contact your congressman, and let's get this bill stopped now. This is important.
Yes.
And think about this. I mean, think about all the businesses that's in with
Yes.
the dog food, the tracking collars. I mean, the fuel that we spend, it's ridiculous. I know my fuel bill is outrageous.
And the trucks that we tear up.
Yeah.
Four-wheelers that we buy, the side-by-sides that we buy. A lot more to it than just, taking away our rights, man. It's gonna affect. It's gonna be a chain the road to all different.
I wrote an article about that. It was published on TicBite NC. It's called Unintended Consequences.
Yep.
And it breaks down about a 10-year period following them banning hunting with dogs way to the end. And it affected, waitresses. It affected the dog food. It affected everybody. It's a good read.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my page is searchable. A lot of people don't realize that my page has got a search engine on it. There's a little thing at the top. You can click the search thing. You type in unintended consequences, it'll bring the article up. There's a short version. You read it?
I read it. That's a very good article. Very good article.
I told you I've been writing for 20, 30 years. This video thing's new for me. You said this is your first ever podcast?
First one ever.
I figured out how to do a really good podcast. The secret is you got to do 1,000 bad ones first, and then you'll come up with a really good one.
And you come up with a good one.
Well, I'm
It's like
working on 1,000,
It's
tell
like
you,
YouTube videos.
I tell you the first thing I'm gonna go buy.
What's that?
Holders that holds my cell phone because my right arm is about to fall off.
There you go. You better get one of those.
I got some little cameras. They're sort of like GoPros.
Yeah.
I put on my hat, and I wore it last season filming. And I had some people commenting on the videos on the page, said, man, what in the world are you flipping the camera around so quick for? I said, well, the camera's on my hat.
Yeah.
And we're bear hunting. And the
Yeah.
dogs are right on top of it. I don't want the bear popping out on my right side and I'm looking left. Now, we had that happen to us this season, and this is going to be my outward message. A guy in our hunting club, we call him Mutt. That's his nickname. We were deer hunting, and the dogs got on a bear. Mutt's son came on the radio, and he said, I'm pretty sure they're running a bear. And about time Steven said that, I was looking down the road at Mutt. And for clarification, when I say road, I'm talking about dirt pass, log pass. They're not state roads. Although, where we're hunting in Onslow County, North Carolina, I can shoot from the right of way if I choose to. It's 100% legal. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people live in these city areas. These concrete walkers, they don't understand that it's perfectly legal in a whole bunch of places to shoot from the road.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
But I will do it if I have to. But I'm looking down the road and I see Mutt standing out with his rifle. And all of a sudden, I see him throw his rifle up, shoot, and run backwards all the way to the ditch on the other side of the road, still shooting. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So Mutt carries a little handheld radio in his pocket. And I keyed the microphone. I said, Mutt, what's up? And I've already jumped in my truck at this point, and I'm rolling. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, right? So Mutt eases back towards his truck, and he's peeping around. He's holding his rifle up. I'm like, what is he doing? So he eventually jumps in his truck, and he keys his microphone. He said, come on down here. That bear come out between my feet. He was standing on a ditch bank that was grown up, and the bear come out right between his feet. And he shot and wounded the bear. And we regrouped and called up a bunch of the dogs, and we put three dogs back out, treed the bear, and killed the bear.
Awesome.
But we also called some of our other cousins that were hunting the other side of the club that had some dedicated bear dogs, bear and possum dogs. They do their fair share of tree and possum. But they brought their dogs over, and it was a big family event. We had the youngest kid we had out there that day was 5, and we had them all the way up through teenagers and grown-ups. The bear pulling crew, you were talking about your son and your grandchildren.
Yep.
My son, my daughter, my grandchildren are involved in hunting.
There you go.
But we had 7, 8, 10-year-olds on the rope pulling the bear out. They weren't doing much pulling, but they were participating.
That's right.
I got a video of them out there. I said, check out my bear pulling crew.
Yeah.
And they're just pulling on the rope. There's complete slack on the rope, but they're pulling it, buddy. They're putting it to it. And hunting with hounds is something that the kids enjoy because they don't have to sit still and be quiet.
That's right.
One of my neighborhood kids here, I took him. Matter of fact, he's grown now. I think he's 21. Got his own truck, got his own dogs now. But I took him when he was younger. I took him on youth day. I think he was 13. Might have been 12 or 13. And I told his daddy, it was me, him, and his daddy that went that day, went to the hunting club. And I put him up on my dog box and with his gun and put him right on the deer. The deer, every time the deer crossed, he was on the deer. I kept putting him on the deer and he kept missing. But I told him, he made so much noise that day, I said, next year, we're going to mount a drum set right up here, right on top of my dog box and get you something where you play the drums with your feet. And we're going to get you a tuba that you can play while you're playing the drums. And that'll probably help your chances of seeing a deer, because as much noise as you made today and all these deer you saw, it's got to be the noise that's attractive. So that's something that the kids enjoy. I took my first deer when I was 5 years old with a 410 shotgun sitting in my daddy's lap. So, guys, I appreciate y'all being on here.
Thank you very much.
Anybody I'm recording this live. It's going to publish sometime tomorrow. And then there will be some edits that go out and some shorts that are going to come from it, but it will be published completely as a complete video live before it gets cut up. So it'll be on YouTube tomorrow at some point. I appreciate everybody being on here. Anybody got any questions before we go?
No, sir.
I don't. Just Bad Boars on Facebook. Is that how I find you?
Yes, sir. Bad Boars. Yep.
Okay.
So when the video comes out, I need all the help I can get on YouTube. When I looked a few minutes ago, I think I got 146 subscribers. Video format's brand new to me. I got over 60,000 followers on Facebook combined between the pages. I got the Facebook audience, but I don't have the YouTube audience. So help me grow this YouTube channel.
Sure will.
It's going to be the future. Not to mention the fact when I'm in Facebook jail, I can still have YouTube going on because they right steady put me in Facebook jail.
Yep. We with you.
I got a whole map of the United States, and I've got pins in it that show where I have violated community standards. Violated community standards in Idaho, Nebraska, Wyoming, Arkansas, Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia. I have not violated standards in West Virginia yet. I might need to come see you.
There you go. Come on up and join the crowd. When you post that video, if you make it to where we can collaborate, we'll put it over on our YouTube.
I'm not sure I know how to do that, but maybe you and I can talk about that.
Okay.
Just put you in as a collaborator, or?
Yes. Yep.
All right. I'll see if I can figure out how to do that. If I can't, I'll call you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do I have to do it when I post it, or is it something I can put in later? Because I can go back and edit the descriptions and stuff later.
I think you can do it later. You know, I've got a young 28-year-old guy that does most of our YouTube. I'm being an old guy that I am, but I'm pretty sure you can do it later. I think it's just pretty easy, like hitting one button, and you might have to send me a link.
I have seen a thing that says collaborator. I just didn't know how to use it. So I've seen it. We'll look at it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll probably wait on posting the video until we have that conversation.
Okay, sounds good.
Bad Boars, you on YouTube?
We're fixing to get one started. Actually talked about it earlier today. So yeah, we will have one here shortly.
Outstanding. Well, guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for being here. To the people out there watching, follow me on YouTube, catch me on Facebook, Army of Orange, TicBite NC. And of course, for the kids, Beagle Book Club. Beagle Book Club's got it going on. That's where it's at.
There you go.
And I will be live at the Grifton Shad Festival performing Beagle Book Club on stage. So come check me out. That's Grifton, North Carolina.
All right.
Thanks for being there, everybody. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.